Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. I hope everyone is doing well. Today, I'm doing a Virgo reading. I did a Cancer reading the last time that I was up here, a water sign reading, and before that, I did a Scorpio reading. I got wonderful views on that, so I thank you for everyone that went over from TikTok and they enjoyed me on YouTube. Thank you so much. I'm going to be going live on YouTube soon, but I will keep you updated as to the date so that you can meet me over there, because over there we get a little more personal. But I hope everyone is doing well. Most of you who understand me, you know that I place the camera on the desk so that you can watch me shuffle the cards. Not only can you watch me shuffle, you can watch as the cards fall out. But I'm on a little early. Most of you are used to seeing me around 8 to 8:30 p.m., sometimes 9. But I decided to come on a little earlier so that I can have my night for myself today. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that little R&R, that rest, relaxation, and then that recuperation. Let me just say that. But I hope everyone is doing well. I really do. Today is going to be a Virgo reading. You know, Virgos are earth elements, right? Their modality is mutable, but they're also ruled by the planet Mercury. Let's just say that a Virgo is modest. They're very modest people as far as they dress, how they act. A lot of them are shy to a point. You wouldn't think that about them because of how intelligent they are. And not only how intelligent they are, usually the Virgos are the backbones of the family. They are the support system. But they are critical, not in a way that would hurt your feelings, but they will let you know your rights from your wrongs. They will be honest with you. But they are also anxious people. And I'm going to clarify anxious by saying if they feel like their house is not clean or a particular room isn't the way that they feel like it should be, they're not just cleaning that one room. They're going out through the whole house to make sure the whole house is in mint condition. But once again, a lot of them, their favorite day of the week is Wednesday. A lot of Virgos love Wednesday because they feel like the weekend is near and that they can finally get ready to sit down and relax. But most Virgos don't even relax on the weekend. They say they're going to relax, but they're always finding something to do. You know, they're related to their Capricorn. So they want that perfection in their home, in their life, in their families, and that type of environment. Now, let's speak about Virgos when you were children, right? And many children, they need to be encouraged to take responsibility and to develop their practical skills rather than to spend all their time playing. The Virgo child, however, on the other hand, may have had to be encouraged to relax a little bit and not to be so focused on what they think they ought to be doing. They may even have to be shooed out into the garden to play with the other children away from their books or computers so they can relax and get some fresh air. The simple fact is that the Virgo child has a strong sense of duty, which usually serves them well, but can sometimes make life a serious business for them. When I say to you that most Virgos, 80% of them are the backbones of their family, I mean it. Most Virgos are the support system of their family, whether it's to offer encouragement, whether it's to offer financial support, whether it's to offer psychological support, but they're always there for the family member. Virgo is someone that you can count on. True story. Now, you may say, that's not the Virgo I've dealt with. I don't know who you dealt with. This is not a one-to-one reading, but I have to tell you about the Virgos that I have encountered. And most of them are the backbones of the family. We're going to do a different reading today, and it's called the transition spread. Before coming to this reading, I already cleansed my space. Not only did I cleanse my space, I didn't do this part. This is my focus, right? I can't tell you what's in this bottle, but this helps me to open my senses when I'm doing a reading. It helps to give me that fresh air that's needed, that helpmate to the reading, right? But it's a secret formula that I mix together. Listen, everyone has to do them when it comes to their gifts, but that's my boost. I need that boost sometimes. But we're going to focus on the transition spread. This is a 5-card spread. Most of you that come to my reading, you know that I do enjoy doing my 9-card spreads. And every once in a while, I will switch it up every now and then. But today, I'm not going to do my usual 9-card spreads. I hope everyone is doing well. This is a Virgo reading. And I'm going to start off with my spiritual news deck. I have not used this deck in the last couple of readings for a reason, because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to at all, but I'm going to use it today. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. This is a Virgo reading, right? The Virgos. Oh my goodness. Virgos, they're anxious people. They're always worried about how everyone else is doing besides worrying about how they should be doing for themselves. They are the caretakers of the family. As the sign of Cancer is the caretaker of their family, they're the nurturer, the backbone, right? Same thing with Virgo. They're the nurturer. They're the backbone of the family, always offering that encouragement, always offering that hope. That's not to say that every Virgo is like that, babe. And that's not to say that every Cancer is like that either, because I would be telling a lie to say that everyone was the same, because we're not. All of us are not the same. We're all uniquely made. But let's get to this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Virgo. Show me exactly what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Thank you. I hope everyone is doing well. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share this video. By doing so, you will be helping the channel to grow. The card that we have is in other news. This is in other news for the sign of Virgo, male or female. If this reading is for a male, I will say so specifically. If the reading is for a female, I will say so specifically. But if I say nothing at all, understand that we all possess both masculine and also feminine energies. You know where you stand when it comes to your energy. In other news, Virgo, it's time to stop beating yourself up. There may be a situation in your life where you only blame yourself, and that's not fair. When it comes to this, know that everything will eventually work itself out. About a month ago, I got this same card, but I forgot who had this card. But I'm going to say the same thing to you as I said in that reading. Don't beat yourself up for any reason. A lot of people suffer with emotional problems. A lot of people want you to take their blame. They don't want to wear it. They don't want to say when they're wrong, but they would rather you wear it. Listen, I only want to wear my own coat. I grew up with 2 sisters. We were 3 sisters in total, me being the baby, and we never had to share clothes. We were all different sizes. So I was never the girl that wanted to wear somebody else's outfit. I only wanted to wear my clothes. And that's how I am to this day. I don't share shirts, jackets, shoes, or anything. Somebody wants you to share their hurt. Somebody wants you to share their pain. But not only do they want to share it with you, they want you to take the weight of it. They want you to say, Virgo, it's your fault. And they want you to wear it like a badge of honor when you know it's not your fault. You're dealt with a person, or you're dealing with a person that can't handle their wrongs. A lot of people are like that. They can't handle their wrongs. They can inflict so much pain on another person, but when they're wrong, they're not grown enough, adult enough to say, I fucked up. Someone has fucked up, but they want you to take the blame. So, Virgo, you feel guilty for not wanting to take their blame. Don't feel guilty about that, because you know where you stand in this situation. It's time to stop beating yourself up, Virgo. There may be a situation in your life where you only blame yourself, and that's not fair. When it comes to this, know that everything will eventually work itself out. People are going to know. Someone is going to know that it's not Virgo's fault. But Virgo, although you are the cleanup woman or the cleanup man, you're Mr. Fix-It or Mrs. Fix-It, and you want to make everything better for everyone else, it's time to make it better for you. Let this person take accountability for what they did. You don't have to feel like, damn, I could have helped them. I could have said it was me. No, you could not have. Because then you would be the liar. And that's not who this Virgo is that I'm speaking to. The Virgos that I know, before they would lie, they would rather just stay silent. Virgo, either stay silent as you have been doing, or speak up and say, listen, I have nothing to do with this situation. I didn't say anything against you or this situation. It's actually not my business. It's time for whomever this other person is to take accountability for his or her own actions. Breaking news, Virgo. Breaking news at the bottom of the deck. Focus on the now. Right now, this very moment, focus on the now. We often forget to live in the present because we are too busy dwelling on the past and worrying about the future. Spirit says it's time for you to remain in the present moment at all moments. There's a situation that you keep running back and forth with in your head. I could have helped this person out. I could have taken the weight for what that person did. You keep going back and forth in your head. Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? Could I have spoken up or should I have stayed silent? Listen, you can't worry about what was done. All you can worry about is being present in this very moment. So Virgo, that anxious feeling that you get when you feel like you've slighted someone because you always want to take the weight of the world and put it on your shoulder, it's time to remove that burden because the burdens get heavy. They get heavy. And you don't have to keep carrying the weight of someone else's BS. Their problems, whatever the situation is, you don't have to carry it anymore. Say, not me, not now. I'm done with all of that. Stay in the present moment. The past situations you can't change, although you would like to, Virgo. But that's one thing you can't do is change a situation from the past. None of us can. Whatever was done, whatever happened, that's what it was. But all you can do is focus on this very moment and not taking on the troubles of others and putting it on your shoulder. Like your name is Jesus Christ, like your name is Allah, like your name is Buddha. You can't carry the weight of the world on your shoulder, and you shouldn't have to. It's time for you to allow other people to carry their own burdens. Virgo, let's get to the reading. I know you're probably like, well, damn it, I thought that was the reading. No, that's just how we get started. This is a transition reading. This is going to be a 5-card spread for the sign of Virgo. And we're going to use the Beauty Tarot deck. We're going to use the Beauty Tarot deck. This is going to be a 5-card spread. I know some people don't like the way that I shuffle, but I've never been a card shark, nor have I ever liked to play cards in my life. I don't like to play any type of cards. Not even growing up, I didn't even like to play Uno. I don't like to play blackjack. I don't like to gamble. Not like that. This is a 5-card spread for the sign of Virgo, male or female. You know where you stand. If the reading is for you, you take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. If the reading is not for you, as soon as I begin, if you don't understand it, if you say this is not for me, then guess what? It may not be for you at all. You're right. But it doesn't mean that you can't listen to it. Listening to it doesn't mean that you have to take something from it. If the reading is for you, I promise you it will be for you from the beginning of the reading until the end. No in-betweens about it. As my grandmother would say, it will be for you from the rooter to the tutor. Let us begin. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Virgo. Show me exactly what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. The first card is your current situation. Ooh, did you see those turn over in the deck? This is going to be your current situation. The first card is your current situation. The second card is going to be a past issue. a past issue. Oh, this card was about to fall on the floor. Thank God I caught it, right? Thank goodness. This is going to be the root of the cause. This is going to be a reoccurrence for this transition. And then your last card is going to be the solution. This is a 5-card spread. And at the bottom of the deck, we have it placed right here. Let me turn this around just a little so you can see the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. You know, the first card that we have is your current situation. The current situation for a Virgo. The Ten of Swords. Just like we just spoke about. There's a situation that has already happened and you feel guilty because you didn't take responsibility. But it wasn't your situation to take responsibility. However, you feel like you've been betrayed. Thank you so much, Angel. Thank you. You feel like you've been betrayed. The Ten of Swords, you feel stabbed in the back. You feel betrayed by this person or these people. You're like, I can't believe you hurt me after all that I've done for you. And you feel like you've hit rock bottom because how could they not believe me? You feel defeated because of who these people are and were to you. But guess what? It's an ending. An ending transpired between you and someone and you and many people, because this is the Ten of Swords. With the Ten of Swords, that means you feel stabbed in the back. That means you've been stabbed in the back, not just once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. There's no more room. You feel like you've had a stroke of bad luck. You feel like, wow, I've been betrayed. And then when you see who has been a part of the betrayal, it hurts even more. Now we're going to the past issue. The past issue, you were the star. Everybody loved Virgo. Everybody believed everything that Virgo said. Everyone counted on Virgo. And then out of nowhere, things changed drastically. Someone wanted you to take responsibility for their problem, for their encounter. Virgo, I know you can say you did it. Virgo, I know you will take the weight for me because that's what you're good at. You're good at taking responsibility for everybody else's burdens, for everybody else's mess. But not this time. This time, Virgo is like, I'm not doing that. You were full of hope, Virgo. And you were on your own journey of healing. Healing equals having faith. You felt hopeful about a situation. But you were stabbed in the back. You were hurt. This number 17, if this is about a relationship, you were looking in the wrong places for happiness. So you need to work on your inner love and tranquility to find what you're looking for. You were looking for happiness in the wrong places with this person. The person that stabbed you in the back, whether it was a lover, whether it was a family member, whether it was a friend or a co-worker. There's multiple people here. So you don't just feel betrayed by one person. Excuse me. I'm over here drinking my soda on the side. Excuse me. But you don't just feel betrayed by one person. There are many people in this card because it says 10 swords in the back. At one point, you felt like the star, like you were the golden goose that laid the golden egg. But then you found like these people weren't worth it. These people that I put my trust in They betrayed me. Now, the root of the cause is the magician. The magician knows. Let me tell you, the magician knows. I'm speaking to a Virgo. You saw the red flags within this situation, within these people or this person. You knew that this person wasn't no good, but the Virgo that you are, the star, full of hope, always wanting to heal people or a person, you've been doing that since you were a kid. You had faith in the situation. Oh, they will change. He will change. She will change. I know that they can be better. They can do better. And guess what? All that hope that you continuously give to people or a situation, it depletes you. Because every time that you give your love, love equals hope, your attention, your faith, your finances. You've given everything when it comes to the definition of love. Everything that falls under the umbrella of love, you've given it to this person or these people. And what did they do? They stabbed you in the back. So now Virgo doesn't feel like this number 17, the star. You were looking in the wrong places for your happiness because you felt like I can change this person or this situation or these circumstances. And you found out that you couldn't, because now you know that everyone is going to be who they are authentically. The only thing that you can do is work on yourself. So now we have the magician, which is the number 1. The magician is very powerful. Know this, Virgo. The magician is powerful. They have a lot of resources and they can manifest at lightning speeds, right? They know how to call in what it is that they desire because Virgo is very creative. It's time for you to take action. The number 1 is all about new beginnings. It's about newness. It's about change, Virgo. And it's time for you to change you. Not the people that you've tried to change, that you've tried to make people better, to try to help them work on their circumstance. The Spirit says no more. You have to work on you. So you have to be the change that you wish to see in another. The number 1 encourages you to be assertive and to take the initiative in your life. To take the initiative in your life. It's all about you. And there's nothing for you to feel guilty about by putting yourself first. Somebody wants you to feel guilty because Virgo said no. Virgo said no more. Virgo said, I'm not taking the weight for your problems. I'm tired of carrying all your burdens. This shit is getting too heavy. I'm no longer doing this heavy lifting by myself. I can't help you work on you when you don't want to work on you. So right now, the focus is back on me because I am the magician. It's like I'm He-Man, right, Virgo? You feel like He-Man, and it's time for you to say, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Because Virgos, you have the power to change your circumstances. Understand, you can't change another person's circumstance, not unless they want to help. Not unless they want to partake. Not unless they want to take action. And they say, Virgo, I want to change. But you've heard them say that before, and they resorted back to who they are. So therefore, now Virgo is saying, I'm not taking any more chances on this person or these people. I have to focus on me. So you're going to renounce this for transition. It's time for you to renounce. So the number 10 is the 10 of Pentacles. When you renounce, you're holding your gavel up and you're saying, no more. I'm taking my power back and I'm giving it to me. And with you giving your power back to you, you receive the 10 of Pentacles. That's your number 4 card. The 10 of Pentacles is old money. The 10 of Pentacles is traditional. You're going back to being you. Now, if this is about a Virgo that's single and a Virgo wants to be in a relationship, this is a beautiful time to call in that new person, that new lover, that new friend, that the two of you can grow together. And how do you call them in? You get your journal, as I've spoken about many times, and you write down everything you would like to have in a person. And there's no list that's too big, but there are such things as a list being too small. Because you may say in your journal, I'm a female, so I'm going to discuss a male. You may say, Virgo, I want a handsome man. I want him to be 6 feet or above. I'm just saying. I want him to be nice. And that's all you may write. And the universe will send that person to you, and they may not know how to read. They may not know how to write because you didn't put that in there. You just said, I want a man that's 6 feet tall. I want him to be nice, but you forgot to put the important things. So there is such thing as calling in something and not putting enough information into it. You have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles means that you can have whatever it is that you desire, but always understand that you won't get everything that you desire. So you may have a list of 11 things, but out of the 11, you only may get 10, only one shy. So never leave out a detail. Meaning for me, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, I want my person to know how to read, know how to write, and to have an understanding of life. My grandfather would say about his children, meaning my mother and her siblings, they were all college educated. But my grandfather would say they have no goddamn common sense. I swear he would say that. He'd be like, my children are so intelligent, but they lack common sense. You want your person to have common sense. You know what I'm saying? That means don't stick your hands in the fire because you may get burnt, instead of the person that sticks their hand in the fire and say, ow, I got burnt, and they continuously do it knowing that they've been burnt. Common sense, Virgo. You've been stabbed in your back many times, and now it's time for you to reap the reward because you did not seek vengeance. I'm speaking to someone that didn't seek vengeance. Oh, you hurt me. Now I'm going to get you back. That's not what Virgo did. Virgo sat there and Virgo lost hope. Virgo lost faith. Virgo's self-esteem started to dwindle. But Spirit is saying you are the magician and there's no reason for you to go down that rabbit hole. It's time for you to turn it around, because with you turning it around, understanding that you did nothing wrong, that's when your healing begins. The one thing that you won't do again is to trust the same people that betrayed you. So now you're being rewarded with the 10 of Pentacles. That's you having a windfall of whatever it is that you desire. Some people may want a financial windfall. Some people may want a windfall of a doctor's note that says that they have the perfect health. Whatever that windfall is for you is what makes you happy, Virgo. You may be thinking about building a business, and it's going to grow into a beautiful empire to whereas you can leave your family an inheritance. But I'm speaking to a Virgo that has financially helped a person or many of people in a time or two. So when you receive this money, you know there's a saying, new money and old money. New money, they go and buy frivolous things. They waste it on things that are unnecessary. And then they cry when they go broke. The Virgo is what we call old money. Because the Virgo that knows what old money is, knows what it's like to have and have not. They know what it's like to feel defeated by not having and had to work hard to have what they got now. And some Virgos may even marry into money. But even with you marrying into money, this Virgo may have helped his or her own family off the back of their person. Guess what? You're not going to waste, because you know what it's like to have and have not, and you know what's important. You're not out there going to buy the big gold gaudy chains. You're not going to go and buy name brands of you wearing somebody's name on your ass or on your shoulder or on your back, because you're like, that's not my name. Why would I spend $5,000 for a pocketbook because it has someone else's last name on there and not mine? This Virgo is old money. You know, they say the rich are rich, and you would never know who they are by walking down the street, because they don't dress like they have a lot of money. But the ignorant people, the new money people, the people that end up losing are the people that walk down the street, oh my God, with their fashy red bottoms, with their fashy big gaudy necklaces that they can't even turn it in and get their full value back for it. They may go spend $10,000 on a chain, and when they're ready to sell it, they may only get $7,000. It depletes. Instead of using that money to go buy a home where it will increase in value as long as they maintain it. Virgo, whatever it is that you're going to be manifesting in your life, there's no detail that's too small. But I'm telling you, write down as much as you need to when you make your desired list of the things that you want. Don't leave anything out, whatever it is that you're asking for. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is on the board, and this is a solution to all of this. The Queen of Swords. Now, this is you, Virgo. In the beginning of the reading, I said Virgos are very intelligent people. The Queen of Swords is very intelligent, and they are a high achiever, because what does the Queen of Swords want? The Queen of Swords wants to have more. They're self-sufficient. They are honest. And they are the type of person that likes a total. That means they don't want to subtract, but they want to add on. And that's all you've been doing, was adding on to your burdens by trying to fix everything and everyone, and you can't continue to do that. You don't like to show weakness, whoever I'm speaking to. You don't like to show it, but people can see your weakness. And one of your weaknesses, and I hate to say this, Virgo, is you being too kind. Now, some people say that a person can take another person's kindness as a weakness. And that's what's happened to you. They've taken your generosity, your kindness, and they used it against you. But Virgo is saying, not so fast. I am the magician. I know everything that was done to me, but I grabbed my power back because I am the magician. And I know that when I'm in higher vibrations, that I can manifest whatever it is that I desire, because my hope is back. I'm healing. My faith is back. I'm inspired. My confidence is being restored. And I know that I'm very creative. Not only that, male or female, I'm beautiful or I'm handsome. Money is all around me. Money flows to me in a wonderful way. I am lucky. I am famous because of who I am. I'm a genuine person. I'm an honest person, and I'm a loyal person. So these people who thought that they use my kindness as a weakness, shame on them. Because as they see me with my 10 of Pentacles, they're going to wish that they never betrayed me. Here I am. I am inheriting what the universe has promised to me. And I'm going to use my money as old money, because that means that you're going to use it wisely, in a traditional way. Someone here may marry into money, but you will be leaving a legacy. This is something that's rooted to you. As a tree grows from its roots, and the roots grows from being nurtured by the rain, by the sun, and by the covering of the moon. See, a lot of people have it backwards. They think that nothing grows in darkness, and that's not the truth. Everything grows in darkness. In the womb is dark. But when we put food in our mouths, nourishments in the body, is to feed the fetus that's growing in the womb. So by day and by night, you nourish the roots. This is what you were supposed to have. I'm speaking to a Virgo who's their birthright to have this 10 of Pentacles, this financial windfall. For some of you, good health. For some of you to build a business, to leave for generations to come. Spirit is saying you are the Queen of Swords. Very intelligent. You're a high achiever. As a child, I said there was a Virgo here who parents had to practically push them out the house to play. Because you would rather be in the house studying, trying to learn everything you could about education. Because even as a child, you wanted a better life for yourself. You're like, my mom and dad, they don't have to take loans. They don't have to beg and borrow. I got this. You've always been a high achiever. So to whereas these people thought that you were being weak because of how generous you are and how kind you are, shame on them, because the universe is gifting you your birthright, and that's the 10 of Pentacles. You're very independent. I'm speaking to a Virgo that's independent. And guess what? That's what these people didn't know. Yes, Virgo, you love friends. You like them. You like to have great and good relationships. But this is a Virgo that's like, okay, I can do bad by myself. And I'm never going to show another person my weakness again. Not to say that you won't remain being kind, because you will. But you're going to watch how kind you are to certain people. Because now it's like, do they like me for me? Or do they like me because what they can get from me? What they think that they can take from me? Even though they don't realize that you've given freely from the core of you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the number 6, which is the Lovers. As I said, there's a Virgo here that may be calling in his or her person. But don't leave out any detail. But the Lovers here, you could be in a relationship. Or if you're not in a relationship, once again, you're calling in someone that will be attracted to you as you are to them. You want real love. You want that honest and true love. You want someone who's passionate about you just as well as you are passionate about them. But you have to make a decision with the Lovers card. And the decision is to write down, put it in your journal, all the details that are necessary for you. What do you want in your person? And there's no details that are too small. There's someone that's calling in their soulmate. You want romance. You want duality. You want equal give and take. You want a beautiful partnership. And with that partnership, it starts with the friendship. Virgo, this is your reading. Now we're going to dive in a little deeper and we're going to clarify this reading. We're going to clarify this reading for the sign of Virgo. Once again, Virgo, I hope you're doing well. Whatever this person or these people did to you, shame on them. Shame on them. You don't hurt the Virgos, because a lot of Virgos are very honest people, very loyal people. And always remember, people have to pay for their actions. These people that put these knives in your back, trust me, they have to pay. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Virgo. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, I would like to clarify this reading for Virgo. I'm clarifying this reading for Virgo. The Ten of Swords, that's how we started. I saw those cards flip over. If they come back, we'll take them. Oh, my goodness. Did you see them fall on the floor? The other day, I did a reading for my daughter, and the cards fell on the floor, and I put them back in the deck, and she was like, no, read the ones that fell on the floor. So we're going to actually take the ones that fell on the floor, Virgo. So with the Ten of Swords, with the past, with the root of the cause, with the renouncing the transition, and then we have the Queen of Swords, and we have a bonus card. And we're going to take the bonus card. So let's get to it. The number 22 is a very powerful number. Let me just say that. And I've said that many times before in many of my readings because I love the number 22. I'm not going to even sit here and tell you any lie. I love the number 22. It's one of the most powerful numbers, if not the most powerful number in the universe. The number 22 symbolizes duality, adaptability, insight, selflessness, sensitivity, relationships, just as well as diplomacy. When receiving this number from your angels, it is a message that you need to trust yourself. Trust yourself, Virgo, and your instincts. The number 22 is perceived as the most powerful and creative number of all. This means you are able to overcome any kind of obstacles. All of these people stabbing you in the back, you could overcome all of that. All those obstacles, and you aren't easily knocked back by failure. However, you also love to be seen as successful, as you will be, as we have those 10 of Pentacles. So many of you Virgos may become frustrated if you struggle to achieve your aims. So let's discuss what the number 22 means when it comes to love, as we have this Lover's card. You are someone who stands by his or her partner's side when required, be it emotional support or giving proper advice when needed. As I said in the beginning of the reading, you are someone who does not have unrealistic or imaginary thoughts about love. You do care about your partner and the close people around you, family, friends, co-workers. You are that type of person, as I said. Thank you for the roses. Virgo, that mountain, there's no mountain high enough that you can't climb over. These people thought that they could hurt you and that you would stay down. But don't forget, you are the magician and you have the power to manifest whatever it is that you desire. So know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. You're going to face challenges, as some of you have already faced this Ten of Swords, but you will overcome that. You can't hold a Virgo down. If there's any sign other than a Virgo that's watching this, and if you didn't know, Virgo is not the sign to be messed with. A lot of them are honest, they're loyal, they're dedicated, and you may have thought that you've taken their kindness as a weakness, but shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Because guess what? I know this person. I know this energy, and it's called karma. And so by you stabbing Virgo in the back and hurting them when they've been good to you, you're going to have to pay for your karma, and you're going to reap that. You stab them 10 times, karma is going to get you 20. Let me tell you, I'm going to show you something. To anyone that's not a Virgo right here, right now, tonight on this platform, when you heard a Virgo, guess what you do to the Virgo? Remember, they received the star card. And the star card says Virgo lost their hope. They were not healing at this present time. Due to them being betrayed by someone, they lost their faith. Spirit says, guess what? I'm going to show you something. And this is where karma begins. They have the world. Virgo has the world on their shoulder. I told you can't mess with the Virgo. So Virgos, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Don't forget, you are the magician. That means you can manifest whatever it is that you desire. You know why this is being gifted to you? Because of who you are. So we have the magician represented by the Fool. So shame on these people or this person. This is the number 12. This is the Fool. Virgo, it's time for you to act like the Fool. So have the courage to embrace change, to take risks, and to be adventurous. That mountain, they didn't know that whatever obstacle that they tried to throw in front of you, you could climb over with ease because of who you are. You're given the world. The world is in your hand. You have the power as the magician to manifest whatever it is that you desire. And you also not only have the power as the magician, you have the energy of the Fool. So be encouraged to embrace change, because that change is that abundance. That change is that 10 of Pentacles, but we're not there yet. We're about to get there, Virgo. We're about to get there. And here we are. We here. Virgo, the 10 of Pentacles, don't forget, that's what's being gifted to you. And it's being represented by the number 13, your goals. Look at all that money. Bam, twice. So my people that are not Virgos, and you don't have Virgos in your chart, and if you were someone here that tried to hurt a Virgo, that 10 of Swords, look how the universe is blessing them, with them having the world, with them being the magician to be able to manifest whatever it is they desire, with them having the energy of the Fool, that courage to embrace change, to take risks, to be adventurous. Here we go with that number 13. Thank you so much. Thank you. Progress is positive and personal. Goals will be achieved. Listen, you know that word that they use when something beautiful happens around them, or when people see something beautiful, they say goals. Virgo, you are goals. You are goals. Look at all of this abundance. Use it any way that you desire for you, for no one else but you. Embrace you. Love you. You deserve this. You've been gracious and generous to so many. Virgos, we have the Queen of Swords, and that's the energy that you should be in. And as I said in the beginning of the reading, if you're not a Virgo and if you didn't know, Virgos are very intelligent people. Even as children, they saw what they wanted to be. Even in their most challenging situations, they knew that they would be able to find a way out. They are the people that are high achievers. They are very independent people. But the number 32 is transformation. Virgos, reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. You have that magician. You have the power to manifest your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, and your desires. Let me tell you, I need to go check my chart. I pray I got Virgo in there somewhere. Because Virgos, if they didn't know, they know today. You are not to be played with. Guess what? You remember the bonus card that we have? That's the number 5. Celebrate yourself. This is the celebration card. Virgo, celebrate yourself. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Virgo, when that old money comes in, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. Call me. Call me. I'll take a donation, but I'm excited for you. According to numerology, the number 5 symbolizes freedom, celebration, freeing yourself from all these negative people, these things. This is freedom, curiosity, and change. The Fool is curious. So the Fool is ready to take adventures. Transformation is change. Remember that. So there's a Virgo that has a desire to go on adventures, to explore new. You have a willingness to embrace change and transformation in your life. My video froze on my end, excuse me. But it's time to celebrate. At the bottom of the deck, Virgo, the number 24, patience. Now, you don't have to get your get back at a person at all. You don't have to seek revenge or ask the universe for revenge, because I told you karma will get them for you. Karma says, oh, you hurt my Virgo? And my Virgo didn't do anything to you. My Virgo was kind to you. My Virgo was honest. My Virgo was loyal. But you wanted my Virgo to accept and take your blame? You don't get to mess with Virgo. Virgo is no longer carrying the weight of everybody's problems on their shoulder. Virgo is releasing. Thank you so much for that. So the number 24 is patience. Virgo, patience. That's how we're ending the reading. Slow down. Change your attitude and clear your mind. You know why you need to do that? Because you're about to manifest what it is that you desire at a lightning speed. So now, remember, grab that journal. A journal could be a notebook, a simple piece of paper. I don't care if it's at the back of a brown paper bag. Write down what it is that you desire to have for your life. Goals. You are what we call goals right now, Virgo. Write down what it is that you desire to have and bring it on in. Clear your mind and say to the universe, I'm ready. What someone has done to me, whomever they were, I forgive me for being who I am. And I will continue to be honest and loyal. It was to the wrong people. I understand how to recognize the red flags. And I understand that I can't change people. And I understand that I can't carry the weight of everybody's burdens on my shoulders. I must release and accept what belongs to me. In a reading, you said, I was deeply rooted that whatever is in the dark still grows. And although I had lost hope at one point in time, although I wasn't ready to heal, and I lost faith along the way because of the love that I have for others, transformation is me being restored. I know who I am, and I accept the gifts that are being given to me. To the universe, I celebrate you, and I celebrate myself for me continuing to be the person that I am. Virgos are loyal. Virgos are honest. Virgos are loyal. Not only loyal, they're loving, always trying to be a helpmate, always trying to be Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It. You thought, cross-watchers, that you were taking a Virgo's kindness, using it against them as a weakness. Shame on you. Because watch all this abundance come in for them. And once upon a time where they were willing to help you, they're not. They don't know you anymore. But they do wish you well. But it won't be standing next to them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing the live, helping the channel to grow. Thank you so much. Excuse me, I have to cough. But thank you for your time. But Virgos, listen, people don't know. I am a huge, huge fan of Virgos. Let me tell you. I am a huge fan of Virgos. I am. I don't care what people say. You know, people always have something to say about different signs in particular. But it's what you've dealt with, the energy that you've dealt with when it comes to a particular sign. And I've only known any Virgo that I've met. I've known them to be honest. I've known them to be loyal, caring, generous, always willing to give great advice that will always tell you the truth, even when you are wrong. I know Virgos that say, listen, what could you have done better? And they will let you know in a beautiful way, you were wrong. You should not have done it like that. You go and think about it. So if anybody has anything negative to say about a Virgo, I can't support you, not on this platform, maybe on somebody else's, but I know we deal with people in our lives, in our journey, and along our journey. And the Virgos that I've met, they've always been wonderful. True story. True story. But Virgos, I've done some readings so far this month. I thought Scorpio had a nice reading. I thought Cancers had a beautiful reading. But they did. But this topped it. Because you're being rewarded for your kindness. You're being rewarded for your generosity. You're being rewarded because you've tried to help and somebody hurt you. This is telling you, the universe is telling you that just because someone acted the way that they wanted to, don't change. Keep showing up being you, but don't be anybody's fool, allowing them to use you again. You can't fit another sword in your back. Your back is filled up, and guess what? It's time for you to pull them out. Pull those swords out. I'm pulling out pain. I'm pulling out lies. I'm pulling out cheating, you know. Pull those swords out yourself. Sometimes people wait for somebody to come by and do it for them. You got to start pulling them out yourselves. That's how you begin to heal. But thank you. West Palm Beach, Florida. Listen, I got family down in West Palm Beach. I got family. We might be cousins. But no, my family is from Florida. My father's side, right? My father's side of the family. That's where, listen, I always tell my daughter, no disrespect, I'd be like, don't bring me home a Florida guy. I always tell my daughter, I say, don't bring me home a Florida guy because I'm a little nuts. I know my Florida people are a little nuts, and that's not going to work. But hey, cousin, West Palm Beach, Florida. I know that's right. I'm checking my messages. Let me see. Thank you, Empress. You're welcome. Yes, so true. I'm trying to go over the messages. Yes, yes. Let me tell you, Virgos are beautiful people. They are beautiful people. But listen, I'm excited to see somebody here from West Palm Beach, Florida. I got family all down there. We are about to have our family reunion this summer that's coming. We're having our family reunion, and it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. I haven't decided if I was going or not because people can't get things right as is. But my father's parents, they are buried in Florida. We have a family cemetery down there. I was recently in Florida. I was in Jacksonville, and then I went over to their grave to go and visit to pay my respect. But they're building Florida up, especially where my grandparents, where they live, because where they live was country as I don't know what. You could walk down the street, the dirt road, and you better be careful because an alligator may be walking right beside you. But my family's so country, they'll love to see an alligator walking by them because guess what they'll do? Pop it, take it in the backyard, skin it, and eat it and put it on the grill. That's how country we are. Let me tell you. My dad, he's crossed over now, but one day he and I were driving, and a deer was standing, and he was like, get it. And I'm like, no, I'm not messing up my car. He was like, that's dinner. So, listen, we country like that. My mama's side from North Carolina, my daddy's side from Florida, and I'm from up north, so I'm a mixture of both. But listen, to my Virgos, I send you nothing but respect. Virgos, they're different for me. Anyone that I have ever had an encounter with and that didn't know each other have been the same. Always wanting to help. Always wanting to nurture. Always wanting to give. Always trying to give the best advice. Always trying to lift someone else up, even if it puts them on the back burner. Always doing the most for somebody else. But with this reading, the universe is saying it's time for me to do the most for you. So Virgos, I encourage you to write down whatever it is that you desire. Look it over and bring it on in. You have the power. And how you use that power is to believe in your magic. To believe in your energy, because everything is energy based. How you feel is what's going to come to you. So have you ever, I'm just saying, been depressed? Because we all get depressed every once in a while. And you've been feeling stuck, right? Then you go outside, whether it's to go to the grocery store, walk in the park, and somebody approaches you and you like, ew, why he approaching me like that? I wouldn't mess with him. But guess what? Get out of that energy and the boogers won't come at you. Then when you in that good energy and then all of a sudden you feel somebody looking at you, thank you for the heart. And you be like, okay, that's what I'm looking at. Everything is energy based. So if you don't want the boogers, if you don't want the dude sitting on the passenger side of their best friend's ride, you got to vibrate in that wonderful energy. You can't let nobody push you off your throne. You can't do that. Never allow anyone to do that to you, nor do you allow yourself to do that to yourself. But I am Empress Real One. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. most importantly, thank you for your time. But I am Empress Real 1584, The Good Witch. Tonight, this video will be on my YouTube platform. I'm going to post it up there right now. So it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to download it from TikTok. And then for me to upload it on YouTube, it's a little faster. And so I'll have this video up before 9:30. But I thank you so much. I thank you for your time. To my Florida people, whoop, whoop. See you at the family reunion. But thank you. Love and light to each and every one of you.